Ngibingelele kuwe mlaleli, ngiyathemba ukuthi uyaphila-ke. Mina ngizocela kuwe-ke laphana-ke ukuthi-ke uma ngabe usamusha-ke kulo-ke leli khasi-ke leli-ke wenze okulungile-ke laphana-ke ungixhase-ke ucindezele-ke ibhathini subscribe nje, akubizi imali, kumahhala nje ukhishwe nesenti-ke elimnyama-ke likhonza ukwazi phela ukuthi-ke uthole nezinye-ke iy'ndaba-ke ezintsha-ke njengizobe ngiy'faka-ke kulona-ke leli khasi-ke leli-ke ukuze ngingakuphothi lezi ndaba ongawenzayo njengamanje ukuthi-ke ucindezeleke ibhathini usubscribe njengamanje-ke. Udaba-ke leli-ke ngilethele lona-ke namhlanje sekuvele-ke umlisa-ke laphana-ke eveza ukuthi-ke i-MK-ke iyithathaphi-ke imali. Imali-ke yonke le eyayikhankasa-ke ngayo-ke laphana-ke waveza-ke nokuningi kodwa-ke angifuni-ke mina ukuthi-ke wezwa ngami. Phela nje into enza ngizodlala-ke ividiyo yakhe lo mlisa nje uzizwele wena ukuthi-ke uthini-ke. Mina ngizozicela futhi uma usuzwile ividiyo-ke ungene ama-comment section nje ufike usho umbono wakho ukuthi wena-ke ucabangani-ke ngalokho lolu daba-ke lolu-ke olushiwo-ke yiwo-ke lo mlisa-ke bese ucinza nebhathini nje subscribe nje akubiza imali, kumahhala nje ukhishwe nesenti-ke elimnyama-ke leli-ke kwenza ukwazi-ke uthole nezinye-ke iy'ndaba ezintsha engizobe ngiy'fake-ke kulo-ke leli khasi-ke leli-ke. Nayo-ke le video-ke awuyithokozele.
Okay, so who's funding the MK party? People have been wondering, who is this guy behind the MK party? Of course, there have been speculations about Russians funding the MK party, so forth, and a lot of people funding the MK party. And this is my account of finances in the MK. So, by the way, I'm one of the co-founders of a branch in Sentin, Rivonia, of the MK itself. So the main person who was the founder there was Bonga Malindi, a friend of mine, and then he recruited us, and then we co-founded it together, and we started it together. So this is how we were doing the funding thing, because we had no money to start that thing. So generally in the MK, when they say that the MK members were the funders, biggest funders of MK, I wouldn't go against that. I wouldn't say that's a lie, because I've seen it on the ground myself. So when we started at Rivonia there, this is how we did it. So what we would do out of our own pockets, we would copy and print the forms to join the membership. And then we sold those forms. So when you were joining MK, we were charging you a fee for the forms and all of that. And then we take that money, we print more forms. And then we did t-shirts and all of that. And we did that out of our own pockets. And then we would sell it out. The first time we campaigned for MK, I don't remember the date, but we were there by Rivonia village, for those who know the village, there by the corner at McDonald's. We were there. And some of the guys who actually saw us there, it was Kagiso Motupe. Those of you who know the guy, they might have seen the guy from TV and from movies. Yeah, he was one of the guys who actually gave us recognition. That was the first day we were campaigning for MK. And everything that was there was coming out of our own pockets. And how we got our money back was through selling the registration form, the member registration forms, and by selling t-shirts. So I think this was happening to a lot of other MK branches, and I think it was happening across a lot of other MK bodies. So MK, I cannot say it was not funded by Russians. I cannot say there was no secret funders. But what I can assure you of is that the MK members, they did a lot in funding MK. That's what I can assure you of. And it was easy. You see, the MK thing was easy, very easy. Because once you get that form, you print out those forms with your own money. It was almost guaranteed that there's someone who's going to walk to you and ask for those forms. So funding MK was very easy, man. People just liked that thing. People just liked that thing. People just liked MK. I don't want to lie to you. MK is one party where you don't have to go convince people to join. People just went to you. We were sitting there by the corner at Rivonia village, by McDonald's there. And we're sitting there, we're having our tent on, and people were coming. We don't have to convince them of anything. They're coming, asking for the form. We ask them for a fee. They give us the 10 rands for the form. And then we go print more forms. And then some people come, and then we compensate ourselves, because initially we had used our own money. And that was pretty much it. And I'm thinking probably even on the higher structures of the MK, people were probably taking out of their own pockets, and maybe there were some few other people who funded the MK. I don't know that, but I don't think MK had big funders. From how I've seen it, from my experience with the MK, I don't think they had any big funders, by the way. So that's how they were funding it, from their own pockets. You might not want to believe it, you might want to believe it, but I think that's how they were funding it. If there are other big funders of it, then I don't know why we had to suffer like that campaigning for MK. If there was money somewhere, why didn't they give out the money to people to campaign?